Wheel of Time, you say? I have no idea. But I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Mmm, smells delightful. Ah, let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful. Karn! What's up? We finally made it. Sorry, I know I'm ultra late. Just work and stuff. But hey, we're here. We made it. What's up, Nathan? How are you?
I'm living the dream. How about yourself?
Oh, Christmas nearly killed me, but we survived.
Wait a
And
minute. Hold on a second.
what
What's that
happened?
shirt say? Does that say what I think it
This
says?
shirt says, yes, my brother got it for me.
Oh, hell yes, dude.
I can get into the
What's that say
Desperado
at the
Club
bottom?
biatch. What's that?
What's that say on the bottom of it?
It's so fun it hurts.
So that hurts. That is so awesome.
Yeah, or not my dad, my brother got it for me. So yeah, the Carl merchandise will flow with. So
That is great.
yeah, I love it. So Nick, call me an archer because I hit the target. So I set the so first of all, thank you, Nick, for the $2 super chat. Very much. Thank you very much. See you later, Mahalander. Thanks, buddy. Hope you're well. Um but I have it. I forgot. I think I sent it for the goal being one magenta super chat. So we'll see. Don't do it if you. It's like it's one of those things. It's over. I'm testing some things. We'll see. But thank you very much for the $2 super chat. So I was debating because officially a certain movie is officially come out, and I was debating whether I wanted to do that tonight or tomorrow. I think I'll probably do it tomorrow. But Night Bitch is officially out. What's up, Josh? Good to see you. John, good to see you. Nick, of course. Good to see
Fellas.
you. And Mahalander, who hopped in and out. Thank you again. But Night Bitch is officially out, so I think tomorrow will be the live watch of Night Bitch. Uh, I may. I'm probably I have a video for the trailer for the Wheel of Time that I need to go over, make sure I didn't mess up. So that might be my first video to come out in a while. We'll see. And then me and Isabel like completely binged season 2 of Squid Game. We were up till like the wee hours of the morning last night watching Squid
Shit.
Game season 2. So I may con her into doing a video with me, probably off camera, but it'll be good.
Yeah. How was it?
Oh, how was it? How was it? No. I'm not trying to be contrary here. So it was okay enough that we stayed up and binged the whole thing, right? So that lends to it wasn't like, oh, we're just gonna watch it because we're committed. It was we
Yeah.
were enjoying some elements of it, and I did still enjoy some elements of it. And I think there's a storyline that's a complete waste of time, and I'll talk about that whether it's in a video or stream or whatever. But I think there's one full on storyline that's just a complete waste of time, and they don't need it. I don't get it. I need somebody to explain to me why it's there, and I think I figured out why it's there by the end. But the way they did some things doesn't make any sense with that storyline. And then the main storyline I didn't like. I didn't like episode 7. We'll just say that episode 7 let I think the rest of the season down. I think the rest of the season was pretty good overall.
The episodes
But
total to date.
I think they completely flubbed the landing personally. Um, but yeah,
Eight,
so
eight
that's
episodes.
something for my video. Was that?
8 episodes.
It's 7 episodes, which is weird.
Oh, it is 7. Oh, wow.
So when I saw 7 episodes, I thought there was definitely going to be like a season 2 part 2 or something, like they do 7 and then they like release another 2 or 3 to finish it up. But it's officially 7 episodes, and I think season 3 has been greenlit, and they're working on season 3 now or soon. Squid Game season 2. And it's one of those things. It's like the way they end it. It's like a cliffhanger for a mid-season finale. Like, you know how in the old days, you know, when you're 20 episodes in, that you get the mid-season finale episode, where there's like the A team is like in danger and they're not sure if they're going to get out of it this time, and so it is like there's an explosion, and then the next season you come in and the explosions happen and you see Face coming in a helicopter to save everybody. It's like, okay, we're picking it up, right? That's sort of what they've done here.
Christmas break type of.
Yeah. And that's sort of where Squid Game like season 2 ended. But I have a lot to say, so I think I want to try and get my daughter to do a video with me about it. But that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. So I got a lot to talk about. So I need to be a good YouTuber and actually do this stuff this time. And we can talk about all of it. But we're here to take a look at all the begging and denial happening when it comes to Wheel of Time season 3. So real quick, this one, Articus sent me this. I'm pretty sure I sort of saw this. Shut up, Rosenpike. I don't want to hear you. I want to hear your lip. Shut up. Hold on. We're gonna hear your lip in a minute, but did somebody message me? What the fuck? No, that's all other shit. Sorry. So you know the upturn for the promotion section of Wheel of Time is starting when you start getting a bunch of articles saying that the show is better. Nick, that's your 20th super chat? You're a legend, bro. Holy crap, thank you. I did not know that. But awesome. You'll see this uptick in weird like articles saying that Robert Jordan's a sexist and the show has fixed this and that, and improvements on the show. And then you'll see clips like this, which this was shared with me. Articus sent this to me. Here it is. You'll see these things pop up on Twitter or around the globe. It's interesting if you listen to. Is there a closed captioning on this one? Let me see if there is. Video quality is high. Sam, coming in hot. You got it. Sorry. F this show. Matt is my favorite creator. Karaka. Yes, sir. For $2. Thank you, Sam, as always, my man. My man Sam, keeping it real. Thank you, buddy. But so let's listen to see what Rosamund Piquet has to say here real quick.
Hi, everybody. We are so excited for you to see season 3 of The Wheel of Time when it premieres on March the 13th.
So I can't get over the fucking glass nugget ball here. So I gotta get my trailer review out
on March the 13th.
Seriously, it looks like an ice ball for bourbon.
It does. It looks like it's just a nugget ball. Then we have I forgot Leanne the Vampire Hunter over here with Suan Sanche, who's having a seizure. Egwene, who forgot her clothing, and I guess Cleric big earrings. I don't know, but yeah. So whatever. So and now we have. Yeah, so this is all trailer stuff, but so let's see. Premieres. Okay, here we go. We'll start.
The Wheel of Time when it premieres on March the 13th. And now is a great time to weave us into your holiday plans by either getting caught up or rewatching.
So guys, subject your family while you're during the holidays. What a better way to say I love you than sitting your family down on the couch and forcing them to watch 16 episodes of shit, because we need the rating spike if we're going to get a 4th season, right? So here comes.
You can stream the first 2 seasons of The Wheel of Time right now on Prime Video. Happy holidays.
Right now.
Wow.
You couldn't do it before, but right now you can. That was their sizzle reel, by the way. Okay, so we were sizzling.
Nice.
So one of my one of my wishes has come through. Is we got a sizzle reel. Okay, so this is what they've chosen for their sizzle reel. I wonder if I can slow this down. Playback speed. There you go. Excellent. All right. So we have Moraine. I'm gonna turn off the sound too. These are the sizzle reel lines here. Okay. Moraine blowing up the two rivers. I fucking hate the Sean Chan so much. It's so bad. Oh,
Yeah.
her first crump.
Yep.
We get to see Egwene's first crump. My favorite part is so far we have Moraine. Okay, we have Moraine, then we have the Egwene crump because she's the lead character. Then we go into Lanfear killing Carhian because Rand called for her help. We're sizzling. We're totally sizzling. And then we go into I guess we have to, we're obligated to show Rand because he's supposed to be the main character with this shitty CGI thing that he does to kill
Brothers.
Dude, that dude just spit a bunch of how did I not catch this? It just comes out of his mouth. Man. Sorry, buddy.
Lives matters.
Turok Dinosaur Hunter. We get the overswing, love it. To a weird block. More Moraine, of course. Nuking the Sean Chan fleet, because that's not at all a breaking of the 3 O's. And then a weird fire dragging roaring at the top of a building because yeah. So that's the best we have to give. That's our sizzle reel. That's to get you hyped for season 3 of Wheel of Time. So the bag has begun.
Oh my gosh.
So like I feel like they do this every season. And we'll get a few more, I'm sure of it. We'll get a few more. The actors or actresses, or maybe groups of them, will go out there and be like, "Hey," and look, like I guess it's one of those, like I guess, like I guess this probably happens for a lot of shows. Does it? Probably. Is the series budget bigger or smaller than the previous season? Are you talking about season 3's budget compared to season 2 or 1? I would have to look into that. I'm not sure. Hold on, let me see if I can find that out.
So, like, I'm watching this video, and it's 5 split-second scenes of bullshit with no context at all, saying, "Hey, this would be great for you to watch in the lead up to season 3." And you just show practically nothing. The longest clip of which is that roaring dragon, which is a big freaking misnomer anyway, because you would think something that epic would be leading to something in the show, and that's what they ended the season on. It was a roaring fire dragon on a tower.
It's so bad, isn't it? Victor, it looks like they're estimating, Victor, that season 3 is, from the first thing that pops up, is between 10 to 12 million per episode. They've been pretty consistent season over season with their spending. So the thing I see is it's another probably 12 million, 10 to 12 per episode, which is more than enough. I mean, but they decide to do shitty weaving and blow up sets, and they're just not, they're not, I feel like everybody who does fantasy should have to go like do a fantasy film with HBO to learn how to actually do these things correctly. Even if you don't like the shows, they always look good. Right? So, the writing aspect is obviously much different, but in terms of what the film looks like and what the setting looks like and what the places and everything looks like, HBO seems to always be on it with how stuff looks, their cinematography, their ambiance music, all that stuff, right?
I think in
There's
general,
there's no cackling, yeah, la 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 la, while I'm channeling stuff. Is like, what is that? Like, that's just, it's just dumb. Nick is officially
general,
hyped. Hell yeah.
yeah. In general, I think they need to follow the mantra, especially in fantasy, of less is more. Since you're automatically in the realm of fantasy going to be trying to do more things visually in the first place, you need to be able to streamline things because that stuff needs explanation. Plots
Yeah.
need development.
Well, Wheel of Woke Sellouts, I'm glad you say that, because some of the things I'm going to bring up here today is, once again, consistent. It's been consistently, and we know it because, I cover this stuff way too extensively, year over year when these seasons come out. But the right on schedule, we're getting the Robert Jordan. It was a problem, but the show fixed it. Episodes, and also that don't worry, book people. This season definitely 100%. This season is going to be much more like the books. So we're getting those articles coming out already. They probably were caught off guard because they didn't think that it was going to come out in March, because they just needed to dump it. But can Moraine even use the Chode call? She is too weak. It would break. No, she could. There's no reason she couldn't use the Chode call. Yeah, it's not. She wouldn't. She's. It's just a song, girl. It would just fucking, make her really strong. Like, she can. She'd be able to use it. There's no reason she couldn't use the female Chode call. Now, she might not be able to handle it. She might burn herself out because it's just too much power, but she could use it. I think that's probably what this is. The more and more I think about it, I don't know what else it would be. It's a round crystal ball. There's just no, there's no statue attached to it, but she shouldn't be channeling through the Chode call. that's right.
It's probably like the fourth link of anal beads that she pulled out of Rand. That's probably
It's possible. I mean, he was carrying her out. He probably used her in a bruiser. It's the egg of power. Yes. In this show, there would only be one. They established this in season 1. Did they say that? What, a Choden call? They said there's only one Choden call. Did I miss that? I don't know. The egg of power. Yes. Another Wheel of Time YouTuber said that this was the ball of the winds. Oh, Jesus. The ball of the winds. Which, you know what? It tracks, honestly, because she's going to make it rain, right? So, like, but it's still stupid. She's going to find the ball of the winds in Roidion to make it rain in the IO Waste. Is that, oh my God. Oh no. Sam. Is that like no bullshit? Is that what's happening? I can't believe it. Like, it would be better if it's the Choden call, because like, no bullshit. The Bowl of the Wind storyline is the storyline you just need to get rid of.
Yeah.
No, but Moraine had only one song girl in the final episode. There was a different differentiation on who could use a great. She should have had two. I guess we'll see. I don't know. They don't track their own continuity anyways, right? When we come down to it, they just don't. So, this was the one that basically, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. This is the one that sort of convinced me that I should probably try and stream tonight. Tell all your friends, get them in here. Did I share this on Twitter? I don't remember. Did I? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'll share it again just in case. I don't remember if I did or not. There you go. Now I'm spamming Twitter or X or whatever it is. Okay. But I saw this. I was at work, and I was like, every once in a while, I'll just pop in a Wheel of Time search, see what pops up, right? So it's of course not from our favorite, but it's from our second favorite. Winter is Coming.
Yeah.
So you want to read the headline, sir?
Don't let the sexism in the Wheel of Time books get in the way of the story. Boring. It's just so boring. They just reskinned this over season 3.
So, yeah, Sam's cat is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Robert George's Wheel of Time books are masterful, except for the examples of epic storytelling, but they do have one big bothersome flaw. Victor, so Amazon planned to do all the books. I would argue they haven't done one of the books yet, but from what we've seen, or from what we've been told, the continuation of this series on Amazon is going to be reliant on the viewing numbers of season 3. So if it does better than they expect, they may do a season 4 and beyond. If it does worse, they'll cancel it. So I am betting on the canceling side. From the monstrous drop from season 1 to season 2 was crazy. It was huge. It was a huge drop. So I see this being the last season. For sure. I don't see how they recover, but yeah. So here we go. So this is an example of another. We're 3 months out from season 3. So we're now getting the stones thrown at Wheel of Time to build up the show. So talk about this, that, the books. Should talk about how much they like the books. And where is it at? Sexism and the part it plays in the Wheel of Time books. It also says probably the biggest issue with these books is sexism, which is almost constant until the author Brandon Sanderson takes over authorship of the series with not edited with book 11 after George's death. It's not necessarily a prejudice or discriminatory type of sexism. It's more like a persistent stereotyping of both men and women characters, but it's definitely a running theme throughout the Wheel of Time books. So because it's hard. It's because like one of the examples is because here it is right here. Robert Jordan's sexism isn't cruel or nasty. The story has just as many female heroes as male, and as many female villains as men. The Aes Sedai are an organization of powerful, strong women, blah, 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 who can use their medic. There are many women rulers as men in the world of George is created. I'd argue more women rulers than men, but we don't need to go into that. In this aspect, Jordan was very progressive for the time when the first Wheel of Time books were published in the 90s. Okay, so what's the problem? Well,
he's just negated the complete opening to that article.
Yeah, so George's characters often exaggerate their thoughts about the opposite sex because most of the characters are children. Like, if we're being real, like let's be real, they're kids. They don't have much they're kids and unexperienced witches that aren't really interested in the opposite sex. What's up, Vic? It's the same sexism strawman since the 90s. Exactly. Now it's just popping out so they can say that the show has fixed it now, right? Moron looking like Qui-Gon Jinn. So let's see. It seems as if all the men think women are bullheaded and have to be steered towards the direction they need to take. Men find women confusing and stubborn, and think they interfere too much. In those chapters told from the perspective of male characters, you always feel like they're right on the edge of thinking women, you can't live with them and you can't live without them. I don't know, why is that sexist?
This is you can't have your cake and eat it too type bullshit. You know, it's
Well, it's like
beta male.
it's like you have strong women all over the place, but the men fucking don't like dealing with it. So it's like, so that's the men's fault.
Exactly. I mean, how dare a man be able to act like a man and
Yeah, it's like,
and
it's like, a
women
lot of
act like
times,
women?
the amount of time the men defer to the women is just as much as, them bullying them into their position. I don't care. That's just how they are. You're making all this shit a problem, not me.
You know, and you may want to call it a stereotype, but the fact of the matter is that the book accurately portrays both men and women in how they act
Yeah.
in general. You know, and then when you write characters to fit within those stereotypes, what you end up with is an actual believable realm.
Yeah, and so it's like, so here, like, and I don't understand. The three main male characters, Rand, Matt, Perrin, all wish they had the same ease with women as the other, even though none of them are particularly bad or good with interacting with women. And the same thoughts flicker through their heads, through the heads of the female characters. I don't believe that's true. I don't remember the girls ever having these. I mean, Elaine is trying to figure out how to tell Rand how to manipulate Rand and tell him that she loves him, but like
She writes him 2 letters. You know,
yeah. So it's like I
2
don't
different things.
particularly agree with that. Rand, Matt, and Perrin. It's funny because they all think the other is better with talking to girls or having interaction with girls. So one chapter you have Rand going, "I wish Matt was here. He knows how to talk to girls." And then Perrin next chapter will be like, Rand always knew how to talk to girls. I wish he was here. Like it's just like, it's a way to show that they grew up together, right? I mean, why is that sexist? I don't understand.
No, what you end up having is you end up showing forth this bond that Matt and Aaron and
well, eventually Matt, of course, doesn't give it. Matt's just becomes a ladies' man, and that thought doesn't cross his mind anymore. It still crosses Rand's mind before he stops caring about anything other than beating the Dark One, right? But it all becomes tiresome and repetitive as you make your way through the books. I've read them numerous times, and I've learned to skim over those parts quickly. I don't understand why it doesn't happen that often. Who wrote this article? Some AI, I think, but let's see. There's lots of grammatical errors. Joel Waggler. It's on Winter is Coming. Other flaws include how childish many of the characters act for too long. They are children. They are children who are like this is one. It's like, do you not understand? They were children that were raised on a farm.
Yeah. And this whole story takes place over the course of 2.5 years.
Yep.
So in 2.5 years, how much growing up are you going to achieve, even with the breakneck, earth-shattering reality that that all of them are introduced to?
And they're better off than most of the rest of the world in how they treat the opposite sex, in my opinion. But like, I mean, they're not really concentrating on their male female relationships. They're concentrating on I don't know, saving the world. The main character are all childhood friends from remote Two Rivers region. That should answer everything you need to know about how they act about women. They don't really have any expertise. They're not from a large city. They don't know what they're doing. Most are in their late teens. Again, should answer a lot of questions for you because they're in their late teens. They're children. Nynaeve is the exception, as she is her early to mid 20s and holds a position of blah 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 blah. There are also the underlying 19th century rule prudishness about the characters.
again, how is that a
So
problem
you
with
know,
the
because the two
story?
rivers, you know, because it doesn't, it's not in line with whoever wrote this is their worldviews. That
Yeah, I
it's not
mean,
okay to have a town of young people that are farmers that follow some old traditions, like you know, not having sex before being married, or you know, that type of stuff. They don't like that worldview, so it's sexist.
right. Well, and that's the thing is these are all people that absolutely must read books through the rose-tinted glasses of modern deism. And when you do that, then you absolutely run a huge risk of destroying the potential of the story that you're reading. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Maybe, yeah, because Nynaeve and Lan, well, because the next, I mean, the next line, Amazon's Wheel of Time show eliminates almost all of these issues. The young characters are aged up a few years and don't hold any as many outdated social standards regarding gender and the differences between the sexes. The show is modern in these areas, and it was smart and needed to change. So, completely wrong. So
Absolutely.
yes, Vic, you're absolutely right, because you know the writer of this is completely happy that Nynaeve was just ready to bang and dump Lan. She just needed to get fucked before Lan went off to, you know, Tarwin's Gap.
Right. Well,
Because you know
yeah,
they've never seen each other since, so who knows if they even know each other at this point, right?
the block has been reversed. It's because she got laid, she has the block. You
Yeah,
know? And the other thing too, going back to that Egwene being younger statement, she's only a year or two younger than the boys, so that's the same generation, folks. This is, she might have a little bit more of the Pollyanna-ish type of perspective when the story
yeah.
first starts, but
Hmm.
she's in the same headspace as in terms of age. So grow up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's only slightly older, but it's still, it's like this whole article is to say that, you know, I'm glad that they made them older in the show, so I could see them having sex with each other. That's it. That's what this whole article is, right? And then of course throwing out that you know, Robert Jordan is a sexist. But Edgar, it's good to see you. Hello guys, just got here, just got the whole series brand new again for Christmas.
Yeah.
Nice. My books from the 90s were falling apart. So I hope you're not getting, you still got to save those books. I hope, like, you got to put them like in a corner for like to try and, you know, a relic from the past, right? But that's cool that
If
you got
you,
the whole series again, brand new, huh? That's awesome.
yeah, if you can
I should
afford it,
probably do that. A
Icarus.
lot of my books are falling apart too.
Yeah, if you can afford it,
Yeah,
Icarus,
yeah.
take them to a bookbinder and have some custom leather work done on it and make it
Ooh.
badass.
Yeah, well, I know like what a few of the you know, the what the Book of the Light thing that's been making the rounds, the light white coats one, but yeah, that would be absolutely cool. Binding the ones that are falling apart, that could be awesome.
Yeah,
Trip says Egwene would so have an OnlyFans. I think you're probably
100%.
right. Yeah. I need probably be too much of a prude, but Elaine, and Egwene could probably rock that. What do you think? Probably.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, hell, you could have the trio men, Lane and Avienda, in a page.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
Call it,
Oh, is this
call it
the
only
one here? I was looking.
only Mormons.
Oh, here's the other one. Here's the other one with There you go. Yeah, it's a cool idea. I don't know how much that costs, but I know that's become like a big thing, rebinding old books for to just keep them from falling apart. So, um,
I thought about
oh my
learning how
God,
to do that.
Trip is sitting here making a freaking fan fiction right now. I can see it happening.
Oh, careful, Trip, because that means that Robert Jordan will come down on you with the fire of 1,000 hells, or whatever he had said.
He'll raise from the grave and be like, "What are you doing, Trip?
That's right.
Stop making a great have sexy time. She's fucking 14 for God's sake. She's not that yet. I don't, Josh. I don't know. I'm trying to reserve thoughts. I don't think they've done any favors with some of these shots. They've caught their actors and actresses in weird positions, making weird faces. That's why, like, most of my thumbnails have become, them screaming and just looking ridiculous. But yeah. I don't know. It's like her. Hell, even Egwene's one close up in the teaser trailer is just not doing her any favors. And I've seen her on shows. She's an attractive young woman. Leanne's still the one that just still drives me crazy because they always like make her look like she's a vampire queen, and I don't understand it. It's so weird. It's so weird. But hey, guys, and I think it was Alan that also shared this with us. Wheel of Time Season 3's release date is avoiding a mistake that hurt Amazon's other big fantasy show. So, guys, the fact that nobody else releases anything in March is why they're releasing it in March. And it's a good thing. It's not because it's trash. Oh, we got four comments. I may have to look into that. Should we do the comments first? We could do the comments first again. Let's do it. All right, let's see what we got here. All of you on this staff need to stop writing your these more than once in the beginning and need to start your argument proper at least one paragraph earlier. You're abusing the practice of preamble. God, wow, somebody doesn't like what the AI is doing. The time lag between seasons is a huge issue. It's almost not worth the time lag between seasons. Tempted to stop watching until the entire season is done. Don't even bother doing that. There we go. That's not what hurt it. The appalling writing and direction hurt it. How can you mess up a complete, well-loved, fleshed-out story? You're getting a thumbs up. Who heard Rafe say, I can write this better and let him carry on? The fan base are all well aware of how much could be removed, but disagree on what. But yeah, that's probably true. I don't even know that I agree with that for the most part. There may be some disagreements on what can be removed, but most of the people that have put out their idea of what to do to remove things, it's pretty close. So, but to insert characters into a series with over 2,000 named characters, destroy the magic system in the first half of season 1, utterly ruin the 3 main male characters by the end of season 2. It was way before that, Tim, but I'm with you.
Yeah, right.
And the arcs of the females. That is the issue Wheel of Time has. It's only Wheel of Time and name, not story. Just canceled already. Stop the pain. My man Tim. Literally none of the males were ruined.
I mean, the one storyline that you must have and should probably bring it to the forefront is probably the sea folk.
The sea folk can go away. The Bowl of the Winds can go away. That gets away of so much. That gets so much. Gets rid of so much fluff that you don't really need. You don't really need it. Literally all the. It's not. Okay, there you go. My comment is saved. I'm gonna give myself a. Oh, it doesn't let me do an update. Oh, there we go. So back to the article, I guess. JR apparently is a shill. So there you go. He loves the Wheel of Time season 3, I guess. How could you like literally? How could you watch? How could you watch this show and come out saying, "Yeah, all the characters are just like I remember them"? Like they did a great job of you know, right? You know, like I don't understand how you could watch the show and come out thinking that.
Sexism was fixed because Matt used a bedpost instead of just getting a spear in Rodina.
Yeah, yeah, it's one of those. It's just like I don't. It's yeah, I still am of. Look, if you had 8 to 10 true seasons, you know, 8 to 10 true seasons, maybe 10 episodes a season, I think you could probably get almost all of it in. Am I lagging out? I'm lagging out, aren't I?
Yeah, a little bit.
So Icarus, so you just said exactly what I was thinking. I agree 100%. If you get rid of a lot of the description, excuse me. I'm sorry for the lag. I don't know where it came from. Everything should be good on my end. I don't know why it's not. My internet should be fine. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, you got me now.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry. I'm getting really peeved. Am I back?
You're back.
I think so. Good now? There we go.
I hear you. Good.
Oh, sorry about that. Why is my internet... Oh, Jesus Christ. You got me? Are you with me, Nate?
Yeah. Sorry, sorry. It was roboting a little bit on your end.
like I'm sorry. I'm getting all like I don't know what the hell. It's like it's midnight. Why am I having internet problems? Come on, Cox, get your shit together. But Icarus's comment is dead on, and that's pretty much exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
I don't think you have it as long. It would take a little bit of creating writing in places maybe, but especially if you did 10 seasons, 10 episodes each, an hour each, you could do it 1-to-1 easily.
Yeah.
Now you have to cut some of the like. There's a lot of descriptive text, like you said, like show it, talking about bosom and freaking the way things look, but you use that with the visual medium, right? So you eliminate a whole bunch of words out of each book by just visually being able to see it.
What you don't cut is all of the ceremonies regarding the topless women.
True. Well, yeah. I mean, we got to get those in there. How could do you think it would be a good idea to make a show just about Rand's story and then spin off of Perrin, Matt, and Egwene? I don't think that would work. Personally, they're so intertwined, they're so important to each other. I don't know that it's necessary or that it would work. I think they're all very much important to each other's storylines.
Like if you do that, you run into the mistake that George R. Martin did with the last 2 of his books that he will ever write, in the Wheel of Time series. But also Robert Jordan ran into that with which 2 were they? Crossroads and
Crossroads and Winter's Heart. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You break it up, and it becomes disjointed storytelling, and it's tough to really put it.
Well, I mean, because what Winter's Heart not Winter's Heart. Winter's Heart. It was Crossroads ends up being Perrin's leftover story from Winter's Heart that they couldn't fit into Winter's Heart because it was too long. And I don't know that there's anybody in the fandom that doesn't agree that Crossroads is the most challenging book to get through. So, and I think that's in part because they had to split up characters like that. So I don't think that's really a good way to go, personally. I think you got too many storylines that intermingle them, disappear at that point. I actually think it's the other way around. I think you can do everything you really need to do 1-to-1, and have plenty of time. You don't add, you don't put Alana, give Alana extra stuff. You don't give warders all these lines. Warders are there to just be guards. You have one warder that has lines, and that's land. The rest of them are just there to be, protection for the Aes Sedai. That's it. They don't need to have all these backwards, backstories and shit like that. Just no, it's done. You don't need it. Hey, buddy, you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
No, sorry,
Yeah.
Easton just walked in the room looking like he got hit by a train.
Oh.
He's okay. You good?
Train, I
Okay.
hope the train's okay.
Nah, I hope the train. Yeah, the train didn't seem to survive, right? So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. Like whenever we think about the show and we think about like, well, what could have they? It's like, what could they have done to make it better? And the the simple answer is give a shit about the actual story, and that's the sad part. Is that's all it is. There's not. They just needed to give a fuck. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
First, step one, start over.
Yeah, like how many times like we repeat ourselves over and over and over again. Yes, you know what? You might have needed to cut some stuff. We would have understood. But what is left on the screen is not Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Wheel of Time is has
definitely
a release date. What's that?
You definitely started off with the proper prologue. That is
Yeah, well, it just sets the tone.
best
But
prologue
we didn't
in
do
all
that,
of
right? Yeah.
in all of literature that I've read, which is not very vast. That is the best opening prologue.
Well, and it's like, look, like that's I think if we're talking about mistakes here too, right? And I'll get this off the screen for now. I still think one of the biggest mistakes was not utilizing the cartoon shorts the way they could have.
No.
They could have those animated shorts. Now, the first group of 8 weren't the best, but they weren't the worst. Like they were definitely better than the show.
Yes, they were.
Right, like yeah, definitely better by the show. They weren't perfect, but they were much better than the show. But like, I don't like you can utilize those in so many effective, cool ways to show some scenes that you maybe just couldn't get into the show. Just do a 15-minute short, 10-minute short. Hell, that's what freaking Secret Level and Death Love Robots are. They're just 10 to 15-minute shorts. Just do a few of those. If there's some reason you can't get the prologue into the show, which I don't agree with, but if there's some reason you can't, do an animated version, and then as an audience, that gives me the option to, if I like the show, before I start episode 1, I can watch the cartoon prologue in front of it.
Yeah.
Right? Let me make those choices. Do some of those cool things, right? Instead we just dumped it. Like season 2, they dumped it because they didn't want to pay. That's literally what happened. They didn't want to pay for them. They were made, and they just didn't want to pay for them, so they dumped them. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like the perfect scene that I'm thinking of to do something like that in is the Manetheren story.
Yeah.
That's a great little thing. You don't need to include that in an episode, but you drop that in there and say, hey, here's a little bit more depth to the people, to what goes behind the blood of Manetheren for the people of the Two Rivers.
I mean, I still say that was a prime place to do something creative in that episode. I think it was episode 2, right? When they're giving their awful rendition of it, first get some real people to sing, and just do a cutaway to an interesting, graphically artistically designed, whether it's a cartoon or whatever, of the fall of Manetheren. It just do something creative. Instead, they just sing badly on horseback, and we're supposed to give a fuck. It's like, why do I care? Like, I don't know. Like, if I haven't read the book, I don't know what Manetheren is. Like, why do I give a fuck?
And that's what a lot of fantasy media in general falls into. Well, not just fantasy media, but every bit of media. It falls into the realm of tell, don't show.
Yeah.
And they got to stop doing it. You got to start telling stories by showing this.
Yeah. No, I think we're like, I mean, I think we're in a little bit of a shift here. I hope, because there are some, like, Silo's been good. The Penguin was good. Trying to think what else I've seen recently that I would put in the good region. I don't know. Those two stick out the most. But yeah, I don't know. They just didn't. It was just, like one of the biggest. Like, I was talking to family dinner during Christmas, and somehow we got on the topic of the show, and I misspoke, and my brother was the one that actually corrected me. He's like, "Look, it's not an adaptation, number one, but the biggest problem is it's not even a good show. The storyline sucks." It's like, oh, I think I was trying to make everybody realize that Netflix's The Last Airbender was trash, because it was. I got a lot of pushback. I got a lot of pushback about The Last Airbender being trash, but I still think it's trash. But whatever. Moving on.
Much like the internet treated you on that too. I mean, that a lot of people disagreed with you on that too online, and
I don't understand how. I watched that
Yeah.
whole fucking show. It was trash. It was not. It was horrible.
it's one of those things where, like, if you look at degrees of missing the mark, where, like, you look at Rings of Power and Wheel of Prime, and those things miss the mark so bad that by comparison, Airbender at least
Well,
get the paper target somewhere in the square.
I guess it's like I really feel like that show specifically, because the characters actually look the way they should. They got a lot of passes because the casting
true.
was pretty good. Because the casting was good, and a lot, some of the acting was okay, but generally the characters looked and acted the way they should be looking and the way they should be acting. So, the failures in storytelling, because there was lots of failures in storytelling when it came to that show.
100%. Like, the aesthetic was pretty well done.
Yep. No, look, I'll admit that the costumes look good. The actual the locations for the most part look good, and I think the story was like, well, I already know the story, so I can just plug it in. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know.
It was pulling in from too much. So I mean, you're bringing in storylines way too early. You're abandoning other storylines.
Giving
and it's
Ozai speaking lines.
pitfalls.
It's like,
Yeah, I mean, it's the same pitfalls that a lot of other stories that have been told in the past 10 years have really stopped.
Yeah, I just it's one of those. Yeah, I don't know. I know I'm like, and look, I know I'm very hypercritical, and I've said it a million times here. I'm hypercritical, and that's fine. I'm not trying to take any joy away from anybody, except for with Wheel of Time, because I don't understand how anybody can love this show. But when it comes to Last Airbender, I can see why people like it. Even since Tripp's, I don't know if Tripp's still here. Even Three Body Problem, I can understand why somebody would like that show. The Wheel of Time, I can't see it. Rings of Power, I can't see it. Rings of Power is one of those shows. It's just like, It's like Arondir gets stabbed from balls to fucking brain, and he's alive the next episode. It's like, I guess you just have to just not have a brain to
Well,
watch.
it's
I don't
definitely,
know. I don't.
if you can suspend your disbelief to the point where that becomes entertaining, then I think you have a superpower that you and I don't have.
Right.
Me with Tolkien, I enjoy the books way too much.
Yeah.
To stand for enjoying that shit.
So Icarus, season 1 was really hard to watch. Season 2 was much better, but still not great. The one good thing is 2 people I know have started the books because of the show, but it's barely Wheel of Time. So I agree with that. There's a lot of we have heard of a lot of people going to the Wheel of Time books because the show started. My art, I think it would be way more if the show was good. As in terms of season 1 being better, season 2 being much better than season 1, I don't know. I don't think when you're just horrible on every level, I don't know. There are degrees of better. I know a lot of people say season 2 was better than season 1, but I don't know that I actually agree with that. I think they're both garbage, like complete garbage. Especially like the finale of season 2 is just fucking just garbage fire. It's possible. I think season 2 episode 8 may be the worst episode I've ever seen of any television show ever.
That's including season 8 of season 2 versus episode 8 of season 2 of
it's weird. It's weird, Icarus, because it is the ultimate battle between shows. Rings of Power is compared to Wheel of Time a lot, and there are people that I actually am flipped. I actually think Wheel of Time is much worse than Rings of Power because I have more of an attachment to Wheel of Time than Rings of Power, and I also think that it should have been a much easier adaptation because you have all the source material that you've decided to ignore. Rings of Power is using that much source material and telling their own story, so it should, yes, be easy to tell that story, but they also fuck it up too. But it's interesting because the what is worse discussion comes up a lot, and it always seems to be a different answer. I don't think it'll ever be settled which show is actually worse. What's up, Chris?
Not even close. Well, this creates the typical nerd battle. Like you and I are on opposite ends of this. I think Rings of Power is worse. Although,
no, I know. Well, it's like I know I've talked to you about it. I know Nerporeal, being somebody that's recently just read both, he sort of is on with me about Wheel of Time being worse. But it's one of those things. It's sort of a fun. It's sort of the fun we can take away from it, because it's like the show is so bad. So let's discuss which one is worse and why. Right? I mean, look. I think there are arguments both ways. It's an interesting debate, and we've had it on this channel before, and I'm sure we'll have it again. But because fuck, some of the choreography, some of the choreography in Rings of Power is so hideous. Like it's like the Rings of Power choreography is so hideous, whereas Wheel of Time just doesn't have any.
Well, but then again, we've got the beach scene with Lan.
Well, that's but that's not like a full-on sword fight like Galadriel's having, right? Like now you're making me switch sides, right? But it's like so there are things. It's wild, right? And it like that's like man, that's also another the amount of actual money spent on Rings of Power is that is another like brick on the grave of Rings of Power. That Yes, there was money spent on Wheel of Time too, but there was astronomical amounts of money spent on Rings of Power. It's like, on what? And I still can't figure it out, right? I don't know. Yeah, that's what it's all about. We don't look. We don't have to agree. It's all we all have different tastes. It's all good.
Yeah, so it's like going back to Icarus's statement earlier. Which one's better, season 1 or season 2?
Mm-hmm.
And like you made that statement about season or episode 8 of season 2 being possibly the worst in TV, and up to that point, like if you take the first 7 episodes, season 2 is still catastrophically bad.
Yes.
Both episode 8s are insanely horrible.
Yes.
But when you look at the first 7 of each season, season 1, the betrayal of the introduction of the material is probably worse than the second season.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I sort of it's season 2 is fresher in the mind, and it's one of those for me. So like I don't know I don't know, a rewatch may be
Don't
imminent,
you
but I don't
dare
think
say rewatch.
I'm not saying you
Please.
have to do it. I'm saying for me, just so
Oh.
because I've blocked out a lot of season 1. I'll be honest, I don't remember a lot. I remember the Shadow
Yeah,
Logo
well,
set was fucking used 18 different times, but the biggest
well,
and Vic, this is so just because you've Victor, because you brought up Jeff Bezos. This is the biggest problem. Unfortunately, Jeff Bezos is a fan of Lord of the Rings. He will continue this crap. So one, they spent the money, so I think that's why they're going to continue this crap. 2, I don't know if Jeff has come out and said he likes Rings of Power or not, but that's that's beside the point. You're right. He's going to continue with it because it's his baby. The biggest problem with all of this is every time we start talking about these fantasy adaptations, we get the what is going to be the next Game of Thrones, and that is the biggest problem. Is you have all of these people going out and going, okay, what are Game of Thrones had a great run. It fucked it up in the end. We all know about the fall of Game of Thrones. It was fucking shit, right? But then we have all these people going out looking for these fantasy series, and then we now need to make them game. It's like, no, you don't need to make them Game of Thrones. You need to make them true to what made them popular. It doesn't matter which one it is, any of them. It'd be like, it's like this man, what is this Harry Potter adaptation on HBO gonna look like? I have no idea, but it's I don't know. It's gonna be weird.
Trending well.
But it's like, don't make a Game of Thrones. Make a Wheel of Time. Make a Rings of Power. Make whatever Pendragon. I know Aldan's hyped for the Pendragon cycle. Make the Pendragon cycle. Like, if you make it, if you're true to the product that you've bought, it will bring you the revenue and the popularity that Game of Thrones got because you're actually giving the fans what made it popular. I don't know why this isn't understood. It's wild to me. Game of Thrones seasons 1 through 4 or 5 were peak television, dude. Like for me, like they were great. I could after that it started going the other way, and definitely season 8. But I think Game of Thrones was extremely good, especially 1 through 4. I've watched them back a few times. It's really, really good, in my opinion.
Well, and I would say my interest in it started waning after season 4, because season 4 was that the Red Wedding, or was that season 3?
I think season 3 was Red Wedding. Season 4 was the Joffrey wedding. I think was season 4. I could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah. So once that kind of all passed, it started waning for me. And I remember specifically, like, my wife and I watching season 6, 7, and 8, and we were tuning in to watch the episodes, not because we were looking forward to it, but because it was on. And so it wasn't something we were necessarily enjoying. And so in the encapsulation of the entire thing, I would agree it's overrated as a whole.
Yeah,
those first 3 seasons are really good, but the last 3 seasons were so bad, I cannot watch any of it.
I think I'm sort of. I tried to watch season 1 again. I had to stop because it just reminded me of what happens, right? But I mean, I don't know. So I don't know that you're. I don't know that I disagree with you too much. I'm sort of middle of the road because I do like the first half of Game of Thrones. It's that second half is like, what the fuck, No, you're right, but you're right, Victor. It does sometimes. It was popular, but like Game of Thrones became that thing that was like, if you didn't, it was like Walking Dead for a while. I'm not a big zombie fucking zombie apocalypse guy, but they got to a point where if you didn't know what was going on in The Walking Dead, you were left out of conversations all over the place. So you needed to watch the show, right? For some, and that's exactly what happened with Game of Thrones. It was one of those that got so popular, everybody was talking about it, everybody knew what it was. You got fucking movies quoting things wrong because they want to say Game of Thrones in it and look like they're in the now, right? It's just like, but yeah, I get it. Chris says season one season one finale ruined Rand's character arc. He made the right decision for the right reason. Then they ruined LTT's story by making him stupid. Yeah, dude. When we start, I have forgotten so much. I totally forgot about the whole debacle of fucking Egwene getting toasted and fucking Loyal dying. It's just like it's amazing until we start talking about how much I've blocked it out. Season 2, episode 8 felt mostly active disdain for the books, in my opinion, and that's why I say it's. I think, and not only that, it's just bad. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You got the three boys out there making the fucking clouds. Like, that's why my joke for this picture that happens to be on screen is maybe this isn't Rodion. Maybe this is Altara, the Dome of Truth, and there's just a bunch of White Cloak boys out there making clouds.
Yeah.
Because that's what we got, right? It's like the White Cloak boys are making fucking a smoke screen. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Right. But, I mean, and who can not appreciate to the depths of their black soul that of one Nanny Luz Telemon?
It's just, yeah. So it's just like, I don't know. Like, we could probably debate. Like, it's like a boxing match. Oh, okay. Well, season 1 did this. Oh yeah. Well, season 2 did this. Remember when Bail Domon gave Moraine Quendiar and thought he'd get money for it because it was a lump of Quendiar? It's like, remember when Loyal got stabbed with the fucking shadow? It's like, oh, it's like, just getting beat up with the terrible decisions on both seasons. It's crazy.
So good. Peak entertainment.
The Wheel of Time season release date doesn't overlap with other big fantasy premieres. Well, I'm pretty sure season 2 of Rings of Power didn't overlap with right? I thought season 2 of Rings of Power avoided the dragon show. Gosh, why can't I remember it? It's getting late. That's why. House of the Dragon. Didn't they purposely avoid the House of the Dragon's release date on purpose?
They avoided releasing it within a week or whatever it was, but I think there was like maybe a 2 or 3 week overlap between the end of Dragon and the beginning of.
So why is this a good thing? Wheel of Time does a better job than Rings of Power. Currently, season 3 of Wheel of Time doesn't overlap with any major fantasy premieres. Neither did Rings of Power season 2. House of the Dragon season 2 ended before Rings of Power season 2 started. I know this because we were talking about how funny it was and how we hoped that House of the Dragon delayed release so it ran at the same time as Rings of Power like season 1 did.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, because it started.
It started the week after House of the Dragon ended.
That's right.
Which should have been perfect release for it, because if House of the Dragon was good, you'd have people that were fiending for more fantasy TV.
Yeah. It turns out it wasn't.
No. So the fact that it's coming back so early in the year could also work in its favor. It will be among the first major fantasy shows to debate in 2025. Who cares? This means it will set a bar. Okay, so what they're saying here is that the bar, whatever comes out after Wheel of Time, will look so good because Wheel of Time season 3 is going to be so bad.
What kind of low bar are you wanting to set, Screen Rant? Good lord. Yeah, Chris, House of the Dragon did announce season 2 to mess with Rings of Power. That was an epic troll job. I think
they
that's
did,
what
but
confusing.
they still aired at different times during the year. So
No, I was just
I remember House of
confusing
the
that.
Dragon fucked with them like by what was it? The trailers released almost simultaneously.
Yeah, like 2 hours after the Rings of Power trailer did.
Right, they
It
released the
was
Hot D trailer, right? Yeah.
so good, and those
So
were
yeah,
actually good trailers.
yeah. So it's one of those. So yeah, so that did hit, but I know for a fact because I know we had the discussions about we were praying that they would delay Hot D season 2 to run the same time as Rings of Power, just so Rings of Power did even worse. I
Yeah.
know it. I know it.
Well, and if HBO was smart, they would have delayed it so that House of the Dragon looked much better on a side by side. But because House of the Dragon was on its own,
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. The fact that it's coming back so early in the year could be in its favor. It will be among the first major fantasy shows to debut in 2012. This means it will set the bar for what is coming after, rather than being expected to live up to other popular releases. So you're saying it can be like you're basically saying it can be shit because we haven't seen anything else this year that's any good. Is that what they're saying? Like, oh, well, because we haven't seen the Witcher come out and it's really good, uh,
yeah, that's where I
or
was going.
this guy is just shitting all over the Witcher.
Well, no, but think about that though. Like when you think about The Witcher, season one came to a close, and Witcher season two started uh, right towards the tail end of that of season one, and it was the ratings were so far higher
Yeah,
than the last two episodes of Wheel of Poop.
yeah.
That and this was season two of Witcher, which was shit.
Yeah. Well, so February's Witcher, Sirens of the Deep. Is that what Witcher? Is that it? Sirens of the Deep. Is that? Oh, it's a cartoon. Okay. Will probably be the closest fantasy title to Wheel of Time season 3 premiere, and the fact that it's animated and a movie will make it too different from Amazon shows to much matter. This is such a stupid argument because
That was
no other
retarded.
fantasy stuff is out. It's a good thing because you haven't seen anything good, so it'll make this shit look better. That is literally the argument: is Wheel of Time season 3 may be trash, but you haven't seen any other fantasy stuff yet, so that'll make it look better. It's like, no, just write a good show. Like here, Wheel of Time is avoiding the mistake that hurt both seasons of Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings series kept premiering close to House of the Dragon. That shouldn't matter. If Rings of Power is good, it doesn't matter how good House of the Dragon is. People will watch both. Exactly. Make a better show instead of making excuses. Ding, ding, fucking ding. That is exactly right. It's like, oh, well, Hot D was really good, so Rings of Power looked bad in comparison. It's like, that's the people that made Rings of Power's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Just make the show good, and then you could go up against anybody. If your show is good, you could go up against anything. That's it. You could go up to season 1 Breaking Bad and have a fucking show. It's like, wow, man, look at all the fucking great television we got out right now. I could go watch this, and then I could watch this. Like, we'll watch all of it. I don't get this argument. By setting a premiere date that is at least a few months removed from other huge fantasy releases, Wheel of Time is avoiding a mistake that plagued both seasons of The Rings of Power. The Amazon's Lord of the Rings show debuted on September 1st, 2002, not even 2 weeks after House of Dragon Season 1, which both series... They should have been able to feed off each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like... Rings of Power Season 2 came out on the heels of House of the Dragon Season... Right, which should have propped it up. This didn't stop Amazon from repeating the same mistake of Rings of Power Season 2. Even though the streamer put a little more distance between the two series' sophomore seasons, still, Rings of Power Season 2 came out on the heels of House of the Dragon's ending. With its first 3 episodes dropping on Prime a little less than 3 weeks after House of the Dragon, needless to say, there were more comparisons between the two shows than they really didn't warrant them. Oh, you don't think people are gonna compare Wheel of Time to fucking House of the Dragon like that? You are fooling yourself.
This is so stupid. It's like trying to sit there and say that people can only remember things in a window span of a few weeks. You know, if they're not within that period of time, then they're completely separated, and
Like
nobody will make that comparison.
this
That is
weird ass
absolutely
argument that one show is gonna hurt another show. It doesn't matter. It has no bearing on anything. If Rings of Power is really good, it's not going to stop me from watching House of the Dragon if it's really good.
Yeah.
You think people only watch one show? Like this is the weirdest argument I've ever seen. And yes, they're gonna make comparisons. So how do you fix that? You make your show better. It's not like, oh well, we have to avoid House of the Dragon because House of the Dragon looks really good. Our show looks like shit. So we have to make sure that it doesn't come out anywhere near House of the Dragon because our CGI is crap. It's like an admission that your show is subpar, so you can't go up against something good. Let's see here. If anything, a good Lord of the Rings show would have wider appeal than the grim dark show like House of the Dragon. Agreed. It's a good thing Rafe Judkins left the God of War. He didn't leave; he was fired. But yes, it's good he's off of it. So yes, it's good he's off of it. He didn't leave; he was removed. But yes, it is a definite thumbs up. I think it's another show that people, another thing that people are paying attention that Rafe Judkins shouldn't be near anybody's TV show or movie ever. It isn't TV on two different stations at the same time. It's wild to think that it's like, no, I can only watch 1 hour of television. I will only watch this show. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
these people operate on zero sum bullshit. You know, it's like, come on, man. If one show isn't good, people are going to watch the other unless they have some vested interest in some ways, like us tearing this shit apart.
It's not like the old 3 network days where you had to wait for reruns if you missed something. Choices between two shows airing at the same time mattered then. That is absolutely correct. This is like old speak. It's like, hey, Friends came out at the same time as fucking, I don't know, 90210. I gotta choose which one I'm gonna watch, right? When TiVo and on demand came, all those problems went away because you could just be like, okay, well, this is my favorite. I'll watch that. I'll record this one, and I'll watch that later. It's even worse now because the streaming services, you can go and watch whole shows at once, whenever the hell you want. They're all there. So doing this whole like, they released it at a different time, that'll make them get more viewership. It's complete bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who cares? They're gonna go up against 2 more ratings juggernauts, The Hedge Knight and The Witcher. Because we know The Witcher is gonna set some records, boys and girls, isn't it?
The Witcher with Luke Hemsworth.
What? He looks so baby faced. Just going from just going from the one actor to just going from just like having the manliest dude on the planet, and then you got Liam Hemsworth with his smooth baby face, and he can barely wear, get facial hair. I wonder what his voice sounds like. Is he like, hello? I am. Hello, I am your Witcher. I'm going to kill the monsters.
Do you have a coin to spare me?
Do you have a coin for my Witcher? Oh wait, my voice should be more gravelly. Oh, sorry. All right.
I have a coin for my Witcher.
Oh my god, dude. The Wheel of Time shouldn't face much competition in the fantasy genre in March. Yeah, because nobody in their right mind releases TV shows in March.
There's that.
Unless shows like Percy Jackson, okay, or Stranger Things set their next outings for then. I'm pretty sure Stranger Things is not going to decide to drop their next season on March fucking 16th. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Stranger Things doesn't give a fuck what's out when they drop their 5th season.
That's instant ratings right there. You know, love it or hate it. You know, that show's gonna get its ratings. Period.
It's wild, bro. It's wild. There was something else. Like, so I hate this whole argument that we can't release 2 movies at the same, or 2 shows at the same time. It's not even a movie. Movies, at least, like movies, they fight for what the fuck.
Well, and that's the thing. That's a movie. That's not a. It's not a show.
Oh my god. We have. Oh my god. I have to go to the bathroom real quick, but I had not seen this article. Okay, I'll be right back. This is a brand new article. Oh my god.
Looks.
I'll be right back.
Are you serious? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks like the Wheel of Time Season 3 will fix a frustrating complaint about the show. You know, I'd rather rake my testicles over broken toothpicks. I mean, good lord. This is the Pope Rant is what they should be renaming this website. It has not Screen Rant. No, not just one trip. I like take the whole package of them, glue them, break them, and then glue them together, and there we go. It's, yeah, I'm not going to record that. And that's more or less me just smart ass and hyperbole and stuff. Um, so cutting back before Steve gets back, The Witcher's The Sirens of the Deep. So this thing that they're releasing in February or whenever that is, it looks like it's like an anime movie that they're producing for the Witcher stuff, and you know it's like more anime on European type stuff, which that's not uncommon necessarily, I guess, but I'm almost getting the sense that the Sirens of the Deep, the Witcher story, will probably run about as successful on Netflix as the War of the Rohirrim.
Sorry,
maybe.
I'm back. Very good. What about War of the Rohirrim? Oh my god.
Well, I was just saying The Witcher, the Sirens of the Deep. It's an anime movie.
Oh, The Witcher.
On
That's
Netflix.
gonna be a fun, dude. That's gonna be a fun one to watch.
Sure, fun's a pretty loose terminology.
Fun because I'll be able to separate myself from the trash because I'm not like I haven't read the Witcher books, so
this is true.
I'll just be able to laugh at Liam Hemsworth, try to be one of the replace.
Well, but that's the thing is, it's not Hemsworth isn't doing the voice on that, so they've got the same gal playing Yennefer.
Wait, he's not doing his own voice in the show?
No, it's a guy by the name of Doug Cockle.
Wait. They're dubbing a voice over Liam Hemsworth?
No. It's an anime movie.
Oh, for the cartoon. Okay. I thought you meant for the actual show they were dubbing Liam Hemsworth.
No.
Because he couldn't fucking do the Geralt voice.
That would be hilarious.
All right, we're going. We're going to follow suit, and we're going to go right to the comments. It looks like Wheel of Time Season 3 will fix a frustrating complaint about the show. What, that it doesn't follow any of the source material? All right, let's see here. We have 5 comments. Dave. At this point, true Wheel of Time fans are only watching for the same reason people can't stop watching a slow-moving train wreck. It's a morbid fascination and a primal need to see what the final butcher's bill will actually be. They've shown Robert Jordan no respect of the way they pulled this off. The fans of the series no longer feel they need to give them any benefit of the doubt. Boom! Had 2 thumbs up. You're getting a third updo, Dave, and you get some applause.
Yes.
Wonderful comment. Is that Dave Z dude from the chat? Dave Z dude, are you here? If it's you, clap it up. Love it. Love it. All right, let's see what that's comment. Okay, Anthony. The only similarities between the book and the show are the names and places. Was super hyped for the show, and instead we got a bad fan fiction. So disappointing. Anthony. Clapping it up for Anthony. I don't know as strong as Dave, but very strong. Very strong. All right, we're going to get a show comment here. This one... Man, I hope so. As someone who loved the books since middle school, this show has been really disappointing, to put it lightly. The show so far has definitely had some good moments. Boo. But many of the creative choices have been bafflingly bad. So I'm sort of middle of the road here, William. I can't say there have been any good moments, but should I give him an updude or not? It's a generally decent comment.
No, I don't know. That last comment though was really bad.
What, the good moments thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's he was cooking, and then he threw this in there. So the whole comment is strong except for this part. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Chat, updude or not? You guys can tell me. Do I give this guy an updude? I bet you that's Dave Z, dude. I hope it is. That would make me so happy. All right, here we go. So that's comment 3 of 5. All right.
My goodness.
Yeah, there were 5. I can't believe it. S. Uh-oh. This is going to be a shill. Does S stand for shill? All right, here we go. I've read all the books multiple times, and I don't get the major... Yep, here's the shill. Don't get the major backlash from fans. The changes have not been substantial enough for me to care. Oh, there's a response. Dave responded. Oh my god, nice. If it's Dave Z, dude, I'm going. Man, I'll buy him. I might have to buy him a fucking Prophet of the Dragon T-shirt if this is him making comments on Screen Rant. Let me know, Dave. Oh my god. Then again, I don't get a lot of the backlash of other shows either. I am more disappointed with toxic, abusive fans. Here we go. I have read all the books multiple times. Laugh out loud. Nobody says it like that. Come on. And apparently people who don't share your opinion are by definition toxic and abusive. Got it. Way to gaslight the people who actually have read the series multiple times. Up, dude. Boop. I'm not going to attack somebody on Screen Rant, but anybody that could say I've read the series multiple times and I don't understand why people don't like it, you're just being disingenuous. Like, look, let's be real. If you are a fan of the show, fine. Like, I don't understand you, but fine. But for you to say, from somebody who has read the books multiple times, if you are a person that's read the books multiple times and don't care that they've butchered it, fine. But for you to say something to me going, why, hey, Steve, I don't understand why you don't like the show. You're just blind.
Well, and that the end of that comment was basically he watches he just watches this as a means to find all the haters of the show. Is that what he said?
He said what did he said he said he didn't like what did he say? I'm not. It was. Then again, I don't get a lot of the backlash for other shows. I am much more disappointed with the toxic, abusive fans. So, and then Dave comes in hot and says, okay, so if I don't like a shit show, if I call it a show for being terrible because it is terrible, that makes me toxic.
Right.
It's like, no, that makes me observant. That makes me want to have quality. That makes me somebody who is not letting liars get away with lying, which is pretty much exclusively what I seem to do on this channel now, is make sure that people, thankfully we have a lot of bright people around here. Make sure that people are aware that these people that are trying to pass this product off as Wheel of Time are complete fucking liars.
Yep. Yes, they are.
I mean, it's like, and look, yeah, I'm not a big channel, but we get when I do these streams, we have fun. I don't disrespect a single person ever when they come in here and start throwing nonsense at me. If you want to like shit, that's fine. But don't tell me I have to like it, and then don't call me toxic for calling it out for being bullshit.
But Steve, you are a virgin.
It's true. We've covered that. That's why I got to watch Night Bitch tomorrow.
That's right.
Right? Because
you
I need to learn how
crack
to crack a walnut in a
vagina.
woman's vagina. Right, Trip?
Did we summon it for Trip's sake?
Oh wait, hold on. What did Trip has a request? Since Trip is a friend of the channel, please do read related article titles. Okay, here we go. I got you. To preserve to preserve book accuracy, Wheel of Time Season 3 needs to make a massive change to I can actually get it. Where's the needs to make a massive change to Egwene's story. Okay. I'm pretty sure I covered these. Wheel of Time Season 2 confirmed a Matt detail Robert Jordan debunked 22 years ago. Yes, we definitely covered that one because the show is not confirming shit about the books. But, Wheel of Time show hints Rand will drop a huge part of his strategy from the books.
Dookie, he'll drop a big dookie.
I was going to say, Wheel of Time show hints Rand will drop a huge dump in the middle of the Io waste. Oh gosh! I am so. What do you think what do you think they're gonna fix? That we've been What is the complaint they're gonna fix? I'm so curious.
Sexism. Why not?
Wheel of Time will return more sexism. Why not? Seriously, looks like it could fix a frustrating trend for prison. Wait, is this about the release date again? The Wheel of Time Season 3 trailer teased a lot of big developments for Moraine and Rand's destinies and blah, 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 blah. These fucking retarded moments are the third ending of the trailer inspire hope that the Wheel of Time will continue upward trajectory for season. Disagree. The show is certainly improved. No, disagree. Disagree again. The show is definitely not improved. Your finale had a fucking fire dragon that was cast by a mass murderer onto a tower where the woman defeated the fucking Forsaken that the fucking main character should have fought. How is that on whatever? The trailer cinematography and raised the because people were upside down and we look. Okay, hold on a sec. I have to do it. I'm sorry. The cinematography of the trailer is shit. Okay, let's be fucking real. Okay. Like, I am sorry. I am so fucking tired of hearing about how the cinematography is bull fucking shit. It is crap.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Plus, how can when your clips are so brief that you're showing, how can you determine anything of the cinematography in the first damn place?
Oh my god, I gotta get there because there's just the one. There's all I need is the one frame of the one part, and it's like that's it. Hold on, let me get there. Where is it? Come on, Coco. There it is. Okay, so there's that. We'll slow it down. Quality. We're gonna go mega quality. Great.
Ooh, mega.
I'm right on it. I clicked right to it. Okay, so here. Let me share this. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out how unraveling the pattern actually gets a whole bunch of views. I don't understand it, but whatever. Man, that's That is some great cinematography, right? Whatever the CGI monster down here is, and the cringe gang back here. Guan Yu from Dynasty Warriors over here on the left. Like, what the fuck? I wish it was me, bro, because I agree with Dave, but I don't think I ever. Oh, okay, man, that would have been so good if it was you. Well, I guess that just proves that Dave is the most Chad name in the world, because all Daves have like. Maybe Lan will piss. Wait a second, you mean like this? Hold on. Where is it? I mean, Lan does have quite the bladder.
I think it's a...
Could be a record. That counts. How long? Keep doing it.
It could be a record part. Still, fucking cracks me up because she looks so small.
What's funny about that is that's the last funny thing that Rosie O'Donnell has ever said.
It's true. It's true. Is that really? So I edited some of it, but the peeing on a tree part is 100% in the show. Like, we literally have a scene where Lan goes and pees on a tree, and Alana comes up behind him and is like, "Hey, Lan, do you want to talk about your feelings? And maybe if you talk to me about your feelings, you'll fuck me with my 2 other boarders. What do you think?" That's literally in the show.
And that's the crazy thing about that scene. Like, when she pops up behind him, she's got the biggest, goofiest teenage grin on her face.
And she's checking out his dick.
Right. It's like, oh, turn around so I can figure out which hole this one goes into.
Hey, Lan, we're with my weird family out in fucking Egypt. You want to find a fucking barn to fuck in? It's like, what is going on?
I can tell you which hole it goes into.
Between that and her grooming fucking lines with Egwene, man, she is. Let's get her a cell. Holy shit!
Right?
Yeah. Consider yourself lucky, my man. Consider yourself lucky.
What happened? Steve just yeeted himself out of the stream.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't think. I was trying to get away from the bad CGI. So look at the exotic camera angles where we have the worst CGI ever. We're going through the grass. Oh my god! Look at that monster. Oh, it's so CGI. So good. Fuck off. I just so tired of it. All right. I swear, dude. So I'm trying to figure these moments for the third outing. Inspire hope. No, it doesn't. Inspire hope that the Wheel of Time will continue its upward trajectory. So I love how these articles and these people keep loving to say that they just keep throwing season 1 under the bus. Right? It's like season 1, it was shit. You're all right. Season 1 was complete shit, but season 2 was a little better. It's a little better. Hopefully, season 3 we've got it right finally.
Like
what, right? It's like, what? What do you mean?
That's the thing too. Is like they use the word hope as in like, hey, we went from like by our definition, we went from complete to only semi shit. So there's hope. Like.
It's so bad, right? They're outing themselves, saying how bad the show is. It's like season 2 is better, but there's hope that season 3 will actually be good. It's like, okay, well, I'm glad you agree with us that it's shit. Like, I don't know what you want me to get from that. Let's see. Season 3 trailer teases events from the books. No, it doesn't. Not really. So it looks like which event from the books did the trailer tease? Anybody? Anybody that's seen the season 3 trailer, can you tease any? Maybe entering Roydion, but it's completely wrong. So we can start there. They sort of tease Roydion, but it's completely wrong. They sort of tease Alcair Doll, but it's completely wrong. What else? Oh, I guess Perrin making an axe is supposed to foreshadow the Battle of the Two Rivers. Okay. Maybe. Rand screaming in Roydion, which he would never do, foreshadows what? Him having a flashback of his mom getting killed? Is that...
It was he realized that he didn't do the dishes correctly.
Oh, shit. Is that what it is? It's like...
Yeah.
It's like, don't worry. I got a trailer coming out. Or I got a video. I got to make a video. I still don't understand how unraveling the pattern, like, whatever. It's just, I'll stop being petty. I just need to start making videos. Let's get the real trailer review out there, because that trailer is shit. Let's see. We'll also okay. So it looks like the new episodes will also buck a controversial trend after repeated criticisms. Overall, the Wheel of Time has received negative reviews. I'll fix this for you right now. Negative reviews. With fans of Robert Jordan's books, expressing frustration at the show approach to adapting them. The Wheel of Time has made many changes to the source material. True. You finally said something true in here. True. And not all of them have been popular. None of them have been popular. But I'll give you a true for that too. Fortunate. Oh, is this? This is really gonna. Oh. Nate, help me, man. Calgon, take me away. This is going to be. Don't worry. Season 3 is going to be more like the books. Oh, there's the big white letters. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. This is so. Yeah. So we're right back into the title of the denial and the begging begins. Yep. We're right back in the same cycle of every release of this fucking series. We call Robert Jordan a piece of shit and say we've improved on his stuff. We lie about everything that's in the show and how many people like it, and then we say it's going back to the source material because that's what the fan wants, and then we don't do any source material. I do it to myself. You're here. You're having fun with me. You like to see me torture myself. Fortunately, the Amazon show could be turning things around on that front. The Wheel of Time Season 3 looks like it could be more faithful to the books. The trailer offers hope for improvement. How? Okay. I'm gonna throw
statements made without any basis and they will not be able to provide any support for it whatsoever because they'll just recycle sentences over and over.
Yeah, I'm going to
think that proves their point.
I'm going to throw one big wrench into this statement. We could just use this picture. Where's Matt? That's it. Where's Matt?
You asshole.
That's all where's Matt?
How dare you, Steve?
How are we going back to faithful book material when one of the most important things that any character in the series done is not going to be done because Matt is in Tanchico holding a purse for Elaine? Interesting. Let's see if they have anything to say about that. It's hard to judge the Wheel of Time based on one trailer. No, it's actually very easy to judge it. The initial footage looks hopeful when it comes to adapting the books. The Wheel of Time season 1 and 2 diverge from the original story fairly often, completely. It's not fairly often, completely diverge from it. And season 3 will still need to contend with that. Some of the changes, like the ones made to Matt's character arc. So you're saying it right here. So how will force the show to continue in directions not outlined in Robert Jordan's source material. However, the majority of the big developments in season 3 trailer connect back to book events. Are you going to explain how you're coming to that knowledge? because I don't remember there being a scene in the book where Lanfear and her gangster crew of edgy lords are torturing Moraine. I don't remember that part. The trailer increased focus on Rand's story. Did it? I don't think that's accurate. You mean doormat? That's a good one. I like that. Doormat. I like it. Absolutely. I may steal that. Do we? I think that's actually not true. I think the trailer was heavily focused on Moraine.
It was.
So I don't think that's true at all. As the Wheel of Time has not really given enough attention to the book's main characters, getting so much more from Rand indicate it's not. That's just a lie. There's not so much more in the trailer for Rand. Indicates that the next outing could be headed in the more positive direction. Unfortunately, even if season 3 does put the show back on track, it won't. It will be challenging for it to make up for all the ways it already burned book fans. Yeah. Well, at least it's speaking some truth there. Yes. The Wheel of Time still struggle to appease diehard book fans. No, just book fans. It doesn't need to be diehard. I just want my show to look like my books. Even if the Wheel of Time attempts to be more faithful adaptation source material in season 3, it will still have trouble appealing to diehard book fans. No, just book fans. Doesn't need to be diehard. This is because there are already too many major changes. Yes. Okay, great. Additionally, some of the changes make it impossible to probably... Yep, there you go. Now we're speaking some truth. Some of the changes make it impossible to properly adapt to certain plot points without completely backtracking. Correct. Actually, that's not even correct. We could fix it. We could fix it in episode 3, episode 1. Absolutely, we could fix it. I could get him back on track.
How's that?
How's that? Well, mostly you're going to ignore season 1 and 2. You're going to start in the Stone of Tyr or right outside of it. You're going to ditch that knife. Patton Fane's going to steal it or something. And Rand, like, it'll take a few episodes, right? Because you got to get the dagger back to Patton Fane. You got to have Patton Fane lose the dagger and Matt get sick again so they can do the real stuff there. Or you could just start in the Stone of Tyr, do Kalendor, and have them split up from there. It's not the most eloquent thing, but if you just have Matt and Rand go to the waste with Avienda, and you do the Stone of Tyr stuff, and then you have Rand ask Perrin to go back to the Two Rivers, you can mostly fix everything. We can't fix it. The first 2 seasons still happened, but at least you're on the right track.
Or you can treat it like a season of Dallas and just have Rand wake up and it was a nightmare.
You could exactly. You could have that's another way to do it. You just have Rand wake up and there's a Charlock standing over him going Narg, and Rand goes, "What the fuck?" And Tam saves his life. It gets his wound and pulls him. Yeah, there you go. That's another way to do it. That's probably the better way to do it. What you just said, I agree.
Much quicker.
The choice to combine are we actually pretending to, because I keep getting mixed signals now. I thought we have officially decided to skip the Dragon Reborn. Right? I thought we were officially skipping the Dragon Reborn, and now we were doing the Shadow Rising and Fires of Heaven. What is it? Because I don't see any Dragon Reborn anywhere near this thing. Actually, that's how you fix it. You just do the Dragon Reborn. But only time will tell. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Is that it? That's it? You're going to mention it's fucked because Matt... Like, that's it. That's it?
An article.
Yeah, we talked about that, Chris, a bit ago. Both brothers are cast. I think we're gonna get. I think we're actually going to get the most cringe Matt fight. So we're gonna get the Matt fight. It's gonna be cringy as fuck because it sure sounds like. I can't believe that's all that's in that article, bro. That is nuts. That's the one we read right there, right?
The
10
question is
missing Wheel of
will
Time
Matt win it?
characters. What's that?
Will Matt win the fight?
What if Matt loses?
I wouldn't put it past these fuckheads.
I want to know what 10 missing Wheel of Time characters already confirmed for future seasons are. I need to look at this real quick. But, like, so, yeah, the brothers are confirmed now.
That's not
Ravine is...
Gato Kane. He's already been in seasons 1 and 2.
Oh, Gato Kane? Yeah, he has. We didn't even know it. What, Gabriel has been confirmed. Whether he's Ravine or not, who fucking knows? Like... Right? I mean, who fucking knows? It could just be a fucking asshole named Lord Gebrel. Maybe Lord Gebrel will be the Slayer. All right, who are these 10 mystery cunts? Gawain? Yeah, okay. We know that now. More gays? That's the wrong picture.
Did he put Elaine in there?
Yes.
Put Elaine on that picture.
This isn't just get a headshot of the correct woman. Come on, stream. Come on. Yes, we got the cringy picture of Elaine putting her crown on wrong. Thanks for that. Wonderful. Samael? What? Where was... we're going to go back to the chess pieces, aren't we? Samael was originally cold ruthless. Well, there have yet to be any confirmed details about Samael's casting. Dialogue between Ishmael, Luther, and Talmud Season 2, Episode... Huh? What? What? Huh? Was this a cold opening that I blocked out?
Well,
Chat? Huh? There was a conversation about Samael in the cold open? Is that true?
was it the Luz Theron cold open?
It said, yeah, like the season 8 cold opening wasn't that? No, wait, that was. I'm thinking about the Eye of the World imprisoning thing, right?
Yeah.
Was Lewis Theron wasn't in? Was he? Am I
Forgetting it too?
I
don't recall.
Lewis Theron was in episode 8? No, that didn't happen, did it?
No.
Please, chat. Like, hey, right? Anybody?
Yeah.
That didn't happen, right? Dialogue between Ishmael and Lewis Theron Tillman in season 2, episode 8. Was it the? I thought.
I do not remember this.
How do I not remember that? Like I really have blocked out so much of this. Holy shit. Oh, just go to season fucking 2 for God's sakes. I hate. No, I don't want to do any of that. Oh God, Jesus. I need to check, see if there's anything for season 3. Watch the trailer. With the Forsake... Oh, shit. With the Forsaken loose in the world, the heroes of light must chart their own courses to muster hidden strength as they face the darkness within themselves. You fucking kidding me? Oh god. It was okay. This is the, but I don't. Okay, this is the one I'm remembering, but I don't remember there being anything about Ishmael in here at all.
Captive with other male Aes Sedai.
Oh, what the fuck? Maybe I should listen to it with the fucking. Maybe that I'll do a rewatch with the audio description. That could be fun.
Holy shit! I completely blocked this out.
I don't want to do this again. Not to you. I fucking forgot so much of this shit. We're- Oh my god. They're gonna make Rev and Samael, aren't they? This is the big, is this the big conversation? I thought for some reason I thought this was in season 1, Staple Bow. Yes, this is supposed to be the Eye of the World trip. Yes. That's why I got it confused and thought it was season 1, because this is the Eye of the World imprisoning. Yeah, I don't like, yeah. So this is the big foreshadowing, because he said Samael's name.
Of course.
Right, that's it, right? I mean, that's. Stop calling him loose. Why? Okay, I'm trying. Oh my god, my brain. Liz, this is our chance to kill everybody forever. Don't you want to do it? Because I'm now Morndon, not Ishmael. Because I don't. Whatever. Fuck off. Oh my god. The season 1 scene is Lataros somehow predicting the Taint of Sidene and Lewis. Sidene isn't a thing. So tight on the 1 power, you mean? Yeah. Egotistical moron. All right. So specifically references the general by name. This tactical genius likely already has a good amount of. How? So we're. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna have to rewatch this fucking nightmare. I'll do it myself. You don't have to do it. Okay, you guys can see me fucking do it and kill myself. No, not kill myself. Retract that. You know, bang myself in the head repeatedly. But how? He just got released. So are we doing the time jump thing? Like, because according to their own fucking lore, Ishmael only let out Lanfear. Then Lanfear didn't help him at all. So he decided to release all the other ones. Right? So how does Samael have Ilian under his control right now? I bet they're gonna make Ravine Samael. That's my bet. Lord Grebel is gonna be Samael. We got to
guess
do. We're gonna have to do a. We got to do a bingo card stream. We definitely got to do a bingo card stream.
Yeah.
Mazrim Tame. Where's Mazrim Tame for what? Did I miss
What?
episodes? Where's Mazrim Tame foreshadowed anywhere?
This is how poorly these articles are written. That the way that they put the things they put in there make you question whether or not you read the title of the article right.
This false dragon almost destroyed most of his homeland of Saldea before visions of Rand victory at Falme knocked him off his horse. What? What? Which led him to be captured by... Okay, so what is the title of this again?
It's
10 missing Wheel of Time characters already confirmed for... Why is... What has showed us that Mazrim Taim is going to be in this show?
well, if you remember, there was nothing.
I guess we could call Taim the founder of the Black Tower. Rand's really the founder of the Black Tower, but whatever. Close enough. Oh, Mazrim Taim has yet to be confirmed for any casting list, but dialogue between multiple... So again,
How
because
are they
we mentioned that
confirmed?
Mazrim Taim is out there. Avron names him outright, meaning there's only a matter... Jesus Christ. Cadzawain. Well, of course. Faio. Yeah, well, the fact that she's fucking Perrin in a scene, I hope she's in it. Jackham Sheridan has already been cast, yes. Which actually was a decent casting, if I do say so. Look, they picked a good guy for that one. Couladin, wow, that's a far leap since he's sitting there with his shitty dragon tattoos in a fucking hole that's supposed to be Al Cardal.
Place looks like it's the size of
What the fuck? What the fuck is he doing? This must be another movie he's in. So Grebel, another confirmed casting. Elida. So these are just confirmed cast, like, and then some fucking. I don't know. There was an article out there that I read that I haven't, like, I'm not gonna go look for it now, but that once again, like, I thought it was like, what the frick just happened? Sorry, I'm still here, right? That was trying to confirm that Matt was going to Roydion because you can see Avis and Dora in the trailer, and it's like you just don't pay attention to anything going on. I don't know, man. So yeah, so we're right back. So this is the exact same pattern, right? I'm not right. It's the exact same pattern. This is where we say, hey, we're gonna do the book for real this time. Robert Jordan sucked, and we're better than him. And what's the other thing? Oh, rewatch everything because we need the watch hours.
So that we can make a season 4.
This is they've done this, like they did this, like this is the exact same thing they did in the midst of season 2. it's wild to me that it's literally now just even with the people that are defending the show, they have straight up basically said, yeah, okay, season 1, it was shit. Okay, season 1, not very good. But season 2 was slightly better. Like, that's the argument. Season 2 was slightly better, which means season 3 is going to be fucking rocking it. And we may actually do some book stuff in season 3. Aren't you hyped?
So when they cancel the series, they're going to say, well, season 3 was so much better than seasons 1 and 2. I mean, everything's going to diminish.
Yeah,
so
and then we're going to have the
verbally on the current season.
When it officially gets canceled, are we going to get the fake like petitions for Netflix to take it up and try and continue it like The Expanse? I guess Amazon's the one that saved The Expanse, but you know what I mean.
And it'll have 5 signatures on it.
Oh my god. Well, they sort of saved The Expanse, even though the last season of The Expanse was not very good, but you know, I guess beggars can't be choosers, right? I guess. I don't know. Oh boy. But I do want to leave on a good note here, okay? So we're gonna finish up here, but tomorrow, I don't know what time I'm going to do it, but
bitch.
we're gonna so oh man. Am I gonna be able to log in here? Or is it gonna screw me up? It's not letting me log in on my computer right now. At least not under this user. Let me see if I can get it under my other user. Ugh. Well, whatever. For some reason, it's not letting me in. But Night Bitch is officially out on Hulu. So we will be live watching. Trip, I'll answer your question in a second, but here we go. We will be watching this gem.
Clean their own butts. Person. I could crush a walnut with my vagina. Night bitch.
So I'm not sure when, but Night Bitch will be viewed tomorrow. Live in Discord. So I'm not sure if Nate's gonna make it or not. He might. He's welcome.
Yeah, I
of
should
course,
be able
always.
to.
We'll figure out when we're gonna do it, but we'll have some fun. Have you watched season 2 of Squid Game? So I talked about it briefly before we started talking about Wheel of Time stuff. So it must have been before you were here. I did watch the whole season with my daughter. Actually, it must have been like, I think it was last night. I came out on the 26th, right? So we watched the whole thing. We stayed up really late and watched it. Have you watched it? I guess is my question, Trip. Did I miss something I was gonna do? I feel like I said I was gonna do something at the end of the stream, and I totally forgot. But
End on a good note, or was it the Night Bitch thing?
might have been the Night Bitch thing. I don't know. But so I may make a video. I may try and drag my daughter into making a video about it or talking about it. But I have some mixed feelings about it. Generally, I enjoyed most of it until the last episode. There's a storyline that could be completely eliminated because it's just dumb, in my opinion. Some of the new games are sort of cool, but I think The storyline could have used some work overall, and definitely the finale, the episode 7, was not great in my opinion. So it was one of those. I feel like they decided they needed to get the characters to a certain place, so it didn't matter how we got them there. We just got them there. So mixed feelings about Squid Game season 2. I wouldn't flat out say it was garbage, at least not the first watch through. But it wasn't season 1, that's for sure. And it was pretty mid, I would say. A lot of problems that spawned from episode 7, personally. So, yep.
So that you watched something you had to read.
Yeah, I know, right? No, it was dubbed.
Okay.
I think. No, I must. No. Wait, was it? I think it was both. I read it anyways. I had the subtitles on. I'm pretty sure it was both, but but yeah, I don't usually do that. Reading and watching isn't my forte, but sometimes you got to break your own rules, right? You got to do what you got to do. All right, so thank you guys for hanging out. I'm hoping to have some time over the weekend here. I may try and finish up a few things, try and actually drop some videos. We'll see if I get the time. And we'll see what's up. But thanks for the hangouts, and I will keep my nose to the ground about any Wheel of Time stuff. Hopefully I'm hoping, knock on wood, I'm hoping we get that minute of the first episode that they showed at the Brazil Comic Con. I really hope they release that. It'd be great. It'd be great to tear apart. But yeah, so thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chats that we got, Sam, Vic, and Nick. Very much appreciated. Thank you. And we will see you very soon, tomorrow probably, for some more freaking fun stuff. All right, so we will see you next time, everybody. Thank you, and be safe. Have a happy new year if I don't talk to you, but yeah, thank you guys. We'll see you.
That's right, bitch.